So it's been rumored that a lot of pumpkin beers that are on the market really rely on pumpkin pie seasoning more than the actual pumpkin puree that they all feature. So we wanted to get the root of this and actually find out what is pumpkin bringing to the party. One of the best ways we found out how to do this, or at least what we thought was, what if we replace the pumpkin and pumpkin pie filling with another fruit/vegetable? Now we know that zucchini works in a lot of baking, so we actually went with the route of creating our own zucchini puree, and then basically replacing what would be pumpkin pie puree from a can with the fresh zucchini puree that we've created ourselves. We have 2 humanely treated eggs, half the can of sweetened condensed milk, salt, half a tablespoon of cinnamon, allspice, a quarter of ginger. So really these are identical recipes. The only difference is that base puree that we begun with. And we basically baked the 2 off in a side-by-side comparison. We then gave these little small tarts to some co-workers in order to let them actually sort of taste test and find out what it came down to, and the results were pretty obvious.
So there is a baked confection, that's all we'll call it, and here's a baked confection.
Mm-hmm.
And
don't look at it.
Don't look at it.
I'm not looking at
Don't taunt it, but you may eat it.
Is this like, should I one bite or should I, do you recommend it?
I would do a bite. I would do the whole
one
bite.
bite?
Yeah. One more time, Sam. How would you describe that?
Very soon.
I love it. All right, ready? Ready for your next one?
I'm not ready. Hold on.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right. Here's another baked confection, and there's another baked confection. What is that?
Tastes like vegetable. It's like,
I don't know what that was.
it tasted like straight green vegetable and then like cinnamon.
Yeah?
I couldn't tell if I just had leftover cinnamon because I could also taste leftover cinnamon in it.
Okay, so do you want to know what the first
Can I
one?
have my eyes?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first one was
Wow.
pickled salmon.
Weird.
Delicious.
And the second one was baby seal. You ate that. Oh man. Aren't those endangered or something?
The first one was very clearly heavy on the cinnamon, and it was familiar. So
Okay.
The second one was weird.
Weird.
It tasted like straight vegetable and then it was like a finish of cinnamon.
Should we reveal what it is?
Yeah, I'm curious now.
Your first one was your classic pumpkin pie filling.
Mm.
Your second one was a zucchini pie.
No, hence the green
Wow,
vegetable.
you just found
Green vegetable.
I think I have better taste buds.
But there's cinnamon in the zucchini pie.
They both had the exact same amount of sweetened condensed milk. They both had the exact same amount of egg. They both had the exact same amount of cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, and the last thing was salt.
Mm.
So to bring this thing full circle in the name of beer, if you had to guess why brewers actually use pumpkin puree during the brewing process while making pumpkin beers, it's pretty obvious that you wouldn't be able to just replace that with another variable, like a zucchini beer or a, I don't know.
Well, you
Celery.
Could, but
Celery
it wouldn't
ale.
be.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Cool.
There's something special about the pumpkin puree that works with the cinnamon, the nutmeg, and the allspice and other pumpkin pie seasonings that's just a match made in heaven. So we kind of found out that if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. This is one of the reasons that we think Fear works so well. Now ours kind of stands out from some other pumpkin beers that are out there because of the roasted malts that we're also using during the brewing process. So yes, we're still using pumpkin puree. Yes, that pumpkin puree will have a little bit of sugars and some starches it starts with. Those sugars and starches will eventually ferment out during the fermentation process and actually become part of the backbone in the beer. But there is clearly a flavor left behind in these beers that works so well with the cinnamon, nutmeg, and allspices that we're blending ourselves in order to keep this beer true to the actual pumpkin beer style. So I think that you're going to find that our Fear has that beautiful pumpkin pie sort of flavor, along with a little bit of kind of a chocolatey kind of espresso notes that we get from our roasted malts. Really awesome beer, really awesome representation of the style that stands out while still fitting in.